You better wake up. The Spy Family just dropped episode number 5. That's right. We're back again with our continued review of the series Spy Family so far. Get it? Like the story so far.
Ooh,
Spy Family so far. Anyway, hi. Welcome to our little show here. Joined again with Benny. So like I said, this is our continued review of Spy Family. This is going to be the review for episode 5. So let's talk about it. Alright, so last week I talked about how I really wanted more Franky. In this week's episode,
they said, here's your Franky.
Gave
with a side of Franky.
All of Franky. And it's just probably my favorite episode, just to get out of the way. My favorite episode so far this season. Probably going to be a lot of people's favorite episode. Just so much happened. But
I think so. Thus far, it's just so much happened that it was just like...
Frank the Tank.
Yeah.
That's all I needed.
The man carried. He said, let me come in. He's like, let me pick the show back up from the bottom.
Where you guys need to be. Yeah, so this story pretty much, this episode continues from last week, how we were trying to figure out if she was going to get in. Ultimately,
stress.
She did not get in.
No.
That's okay. She got on the waiting list. She was number 1 on the waiting list.
Number one on the bench. That's okay.
Yeah, she's a 6th man of the year.
Mm-hmm.
Mr. Elegant Man was like, hey, listen, I couldn't get you fully in, but you killed a mosquito, and that was like the most dangerous insect in the world. And we saw that in the interview.
Number 1 killer of men. So, mosquitoes.
For that alone, you will be number 1 contender. Also, I might not be here by the time you guys get enrolled, because
Mr. Swine
punched him in the fucking face.
Punched him in his stupid face. He's Swine from now on, by the way. He's not Swan.
He is Swine.
He's Swine.
That's the one. Forgot his name last week. We didn't mention it once. We just kept referring to him as like a bitch. Because he is a bitch.
He's a biatch.
B-I-C-T-H. So yes, first on the waiting list, and then they're kind of like half happy about it. They're like, oh, at least we didn't completely get not into it.
They're like, we didn't not make it.
We didn't not make it. So they get home, and then like probably a couple days later, they get a call saying, hey, someone dropped out. You guys are in.
Yeah, it's like 3 days. Oh, and doing that little like dance for her, putting the prayers out, doing the witch doctor stuff.
Oh yeah.
And then Lloyd hitting the super speed when the phone rang.
Oh yeah.
He's like,
hello. So yeah, she got into school, and congrats for her. So the whole episode takes place with them celebrating.
I audibly cheered.
Yeah.
For no reason. In my room, I was just like,
fuck yes! She's in. So yeah, she got in, and the whole episode pretty much, that's the premise, is that they are going to celebrate her getting in. So Franky shows up. He's like, I got the fucking beer. I got the food coming. Let's celebrate.
He's like, I already knew. It's like he was the one who called Lloyd and was like, hey, she got in.
Yeah.
Boom, man's at the door.
He's like, I'm an informant. Of course I found out. He's like, damn, that was quick. So yeah, in this episode we definitely got to see a good side of Franky that we hadn't been seeing. He definitely gets in character, and it's nice to see that he's not just gonna be like a one-off character. Like, hey, he was there to give me information at one time.
Because there's like side characters who like they kind of just appear every now and again. It's like we like to see more of him.
Yeah,
keep him in. Mm-hmm. He's a good supporting role. There we go.
Yeah, he's like the good foil to Lloyd. Lloyd is more like serious and like, hey, let's do it. And Franky's kind of like, hey man, we'll get it done. But listen, let's have some fun along the way.
The angle to his devil.
Yeah, angle.
The angle.
The right angles.
Mm-hmm.
A cute angle or obtuse angle? Which one's better?
Cute.
Because it's cuter.
Yeah.
Okay, I accept that answer.
Thank you.
So yes, they basically is like, hey, what do you want, Anya? Well, Franky pretty much puts it on their...
He's like, your dad's gonna buy you whatever you want.
Because you got name it. Name it right now. Anya's like, well, I don't want anything. I just want you to do something for me. And she's like, hey, let's reenact this episode of this show that I'm watching,
Bond Man.
He's like, okay, let's do it, I guess. So they rent out this castle, and it's fucking hilarious. That
the whole sequence.
The agency thinks it's something serious.
They do. They think it's like it's like a mission. Yeah. It's like, we need to be on our time. This is Twilight. Like, we know he don't fuck around like this. Like, this man is 100% serious all the time. He brings in an army. Yeah. It literally sent an army
to help him out.
And then no one questioned it. More it's oblivious. Why is everyone so oblivious?
Yeah, no one cares.
You are a spy faction.
No one cares.
No one.
The lady was like, there's a lot of stuff to ask for, but I mean, the boss said,
the boss is just like, no question. Just give it to it. It's Twilight.
And yeah, so Yor is drunk the whole time. So I guess it's kind of...
That was fucking hilarious the entire time. She's throwing him back. You see her in the background the whole time, because I watched it like 4 times. You see her just toss it back. Toss it. I was like, stop!
This shit was so funny. And then like they introduced the cast basically. Franky's like, alright, I'll be the main villain, but here's the cast. He's like, Yor is... Well, she's just here.
You can just do whatever you want.
She's all mad. Like, what?
Oh yeah, Anya. She's like, this is my mom. You can be whoever.
Everybody else, act your parts. So the whole spy agency gets sent to help out Lloyd with this mission of pleasing his daughter, and they're all pretending to just basically get in his way. Scruffhead, the villain name for Franky. He's like, hey, get in the way of Lloyd trying to get his daughter back, whatever you have to do.
No matter what. Use whatever you need, stop this man's.
And they're all hyped. They're like, oh my god, we're here working with Twilight. This man is a legend.
That was like that one fanboy the whole time. It's just like, I'm so excited.
I can't believe we get to see this in person.
I get to work with Twilight.
So yeah, we get a lot of cool action scenes. Definitely the highlight for me was like the running through the wall pit or whatever.
Oh, they're shooting the ball at him, shit like that?
Yeah.
Dude, it was so good. Especially him hitting Franky. Like when he shot the balls. He shot the dude.
Oh yeah.
Who shot the balls in the air. Then he shot the balls in the air and hit Franky. I was like,
pissed.
Damn.
Yeah, it was cool to see like the effort that he went to please his daughter, but also it's always fun to see like real life scenarios like that, but they dumb it down and make it kid friendly. So like the ball pits and like the
it's supposed to be like a big shootout and all this stuff, but it's just they're just balls. They're
balls,
just playful, colorful balls.
They're sparring kind of. I doubt anybody was trying to hurt anybody until the very end.
Until the very end. But special shout out though, like did you see when Lloyd goes on that zip line? Man jumps off the building, whips the belt off.
Oh yeah.
Grabs the zip line. Then as on the other side when he jumps off, puts the belt back on, and then does the barrel roll into the landing. I was just like, this man.
That's so extra.
He's so. But I was just like, what a badass, honestly.
Yeah. So it was just like extra the whole time. They were like firing fireworks around him as he's like zip lining and stuff. It was cool. Yeah, it was definitely a fun episode just to see them like do something kind of different. Like any other. Well, this whole anime is kind of like, it's slice of life-y. But any other anime, this would have been like a filler episode. It wouldn't have been part of the main story. But as far as like it going towards like building the family and building Anya's trust, it's like, oh, he's going through all this effort to help me. And she gets to see her dad finally kind of like in action. Like, oh, this is what he does in his spare time, because she knows that he's a spy, obviously. So she's like seeing it firsthand. And she's probably like, oh my god, he's like the coolest person ever now.
I'm sure she was thinking that the entire time. That all of that was going down, especially towards the end. Like I did want to see like Yor and Lloyd like just all out brawl each other, even though Yor was whooping his ass.
He was just so shocked the whole time.
He was. It's like, I don't know what to do here, and she was drunk, so it's just like, if that little heel hadn't broke though.
Oh yeah.
And dude, he was about to die. That kick was about to end this man's life.
I was wondering. I was like, what's gonna happen? Like, how's he gonna get out of this? So the whole thing was like, Franky's like, oh, here's my final boss, and it's Yor, and she's drunk.
Yor
like,
Tisha.
You're gonna kill
the witch
or kidnap my daughter?
You're gonna kidnap. Yeah, she's drunk, so she.
And I was like, she's gonna kill him.
Yeah,
so.
she's straight because she has that Thorn Princess eyes on. She's got them thin, scary anime eyes on.
So it like gives us clues that Yor is definitely probably better hand-to-hand combat. So she's gonna whip Lloyd's ass again in the future.
At some point.
Sure. But yeah, it was cool the way they did it. They were like, hey, her heel snapped, and then she just fell asleep.
Yeah, she was so drunk.
Because the whole time, Lloyd's like, what is happening? Why is she doing this? And like, he was gonna question it for the first time ever. Like, he was gonna be like, who is this lady? Why is she beating my ass around? And then it just stops.
And then sleep.
And then he has to act out the scene, and he's all embarrassed.
The whole time, you're not embarrassed, and then the moment you have to be like, I'm here to save you, and act out the part. Even though you're an actor and you put on different faces and you're different people half the time, that's the part that embarrasses you, Twilight.
He has to do it in front of his colleagues. He wasn't ready for that.
He's supposed to be a character.
Yeah. Was a little disappointed that Franky was dispatched so quickly.
I wasn't.
You ready for
I
this?
wasn't.
He's like knocked out. Like,
I was kind of interested to see what the claws would do, and then
yeah,
I just didn't see that. I was like, it's kind of too. I was like, it seems like this episode's been a little long, and then boom.
Yeah, knocks him out.
Sleep. And I was like, okay, yeah, that seems about right.
Yeah, and so yeah, pretty much just he saves his daughter, and then it ends with like them doing fireworks and like a really sweet scene between Anya and Lloyd with the fireworks going off. And she's like, "I'm gonna do my best at school, Dad. I promise you."
He's like, "That's all I ask you for."
Cool. I appreciate that. Let's go find your drunk ass mother.
Yeah. He's like, "Let's get everybody home now."
Yeah, and it was just probably the most action packed episode and the funnest episode, I would say. And
action packed without having to be too serious. Like it was still fun.
Yeah.
So like you didn't have to like, it wasn't like a dude assaulted an old woman and stole her wallet. It wasn't like a spy mission by any means. It was just, this is for my daughter.
I'm gonna show her a good time and show her what I'm all about.
Let's make it a good time. Let's make it believable, even though she knows already the whole thing.
Yeah, it was a fun time. I'm curious to see maybe Lloyd will end up questioning Yor. Like, hey, you were drunk the other day and you were beating my ass. Where did you
learn to fight like that?
And of course,
teach me.
I'm sure she has some sort of excuse, like, oh,
I had to learn self-defense. I was like, she'll probably just bring that back from the other episodes. It's my self-defense classes that I took. And it's like, that was offense, ma'am. There was no defense there. That was all-out assault.
Drunken Lee. That's what the argument right now online is could she beat Rock Lee's ass, her drunk self?
Drunken Rock Lee.
She gave him like those forward kicks.
Oh, and she had the boxing form too. She was hitting getting the body hooks and everything. I was like, she's switching styles.
He was like, why is she fighting me if she's a witch? She should be.
Yeah, he's like, why is she using physical moves?
Got his ass beat. He didn't want us to hear again. So yeah, 10 out of 10 episode. Great job all around. Anytime you have Franky on screen, I'm gonna give it a 10 out of 10 no matter what. And if you make him a main character like this one, definitely gonna be 10 out of 10 for me.
Oh yeah.
They keep raising the bar every week.
I just feel like it was just that one episode that kind of the low point, but then it's just like boom. I'm like, this episode's great.
Yeah.
Great. It just we've got 20-something episodes to go, so I want to see, can they keep raising this bar? I was like, I haven't lost interest whatsoever. I'm still very much hooked.
Yeah, it's definitely a fun show. Shout out to them. I saw someone online posted that it's one of the most streamed shows recently, like not just anime, but like shows. It's like number 4, like currently, like out of shows being aired on TV
watching it right now.
Yeah. I'm like, damn, that's a pretty good.
That's pretty good. It was like, especially like, it is 2 really good studios too, with Wit and Cloverworks or whatever I said. I don't remember anymore, but that's good though because it's more recognition. Yeah. I need merch.
I've seen a couple of people have
shirts.
I've
seen a few things.
They're really cool.
Yeah, I need some merch. I was thinking about that earlier today.
Just get ready.
I need a shirt.
Yeah, your next con is going to be full, I'm sure.
Oh, God.
I've already seen a couple your cosplays online, and some hot stuff out there.
Yeah.
Thanks, guys. Keep it coming. So, yeah, I've seen someone do Anya. There was like this, it was on YouTube, not YouTube, it was Facebook page. I'm part of some like plus-size girl was doing like Anya cosplay, and it looked really cool. So, shout out to her for doing that, and shout out to you for doing your. So, yeah, it's just going to be the next sensation. It kind of already is, and yeah, good episode so far. I mean, it deserves the praise. I'm enjoying the ride. 5 episodes in so far.
Pretty good start.
So yeah,
it's the first leg. It's pretty good.
If you're doing the whole like 3 episode rule, I'm pretty sure most everybody's stayed at this point. I don't think anyone's dropped it. And yeah,
a little more slice of life.
Spy Family, episode 5, 10 out of 10. And yeah, so as always, guys, if you enjoyed the review, let us know down below. Let us know your favorite parts. Don't forget to subscribe. All that fun stuff. And stick around. Like I said, we're going to be doing this throughout the whole series.
Well, yeah. I don't know if you want to make honorable mention. I don't know if you watch the after credit scenes. They kind of give a little teaser.
Oh, I try not to.
Okay.
I don't want to like.
I'm not even going to mention it then. Y'all can watch it for your damn selves.
All I know is that there's going to be a dog at one point, so I'm assuming dog's coming soon.
Oh, God, yeah. I can't wait for it.
I just keep seeing the cover of him. I don't even know what kind of dog he is. Like a
big old. He just looks like he looks like a Saint Bernard or maybe like a Mastiff. He just looks big and fluffy. That's all I got.
So a dog will be coming soon. Don't worry, guys. It's gonna be a real
Raise
family.
that bar. Raise that bar.
Yeah. So subscribe down below. Follow us down below. All that fun stuff. And thank you guys for watching. Catch you guys next week. Peace out.